indeed, it was great pleasure to see how we were resoundly received today. And I hope this openness and the happiness we see will continue throughout of our stay here. I want to use this opportunity to thank the Permanent Secretary for very good organization for this meeting. But before then, we all have to thank President Asuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu for making this possible. And we are lucky. All the service chiefs have been appointed by him, the ministers by him, so we have no reason to fail him. So I want to thank all that are here and assure them that we will do our best. We will do our best to make sure we rid the country from security challenges. We owe it a duty to the President and the nation. And as politicians, we cannot afford not to succeed. We hardly fail, and we are not ready to fail this time, and we will not fail. For those of you that know the Jagaban, the President is a goal setter, it's an achiever and a thinker. So if you think we are going to joke with this, we are all will be deceiving ourselves, because the President is a macro manager and he will be on our neck to deliver. I do the same. I believe as time goes on, you will see that I engage you as a group, as individual, and I think the service chiefs will have to forgive me for if I cross the command channel. I have to get things done. The trust that is imposed on the two of us, by the President and indeed the service chief, cannot be betrayed. We have to deliver. And for the sake of our country, we know without security there will be no investment, without investment there will be no economic growth. Even our food security is threatened. Farmers cannot farm in their lands. This must stop. The President is ready to give us all the support to do this. So from now on, I'll ask the service chiefs to give me a timeline and the requirements on how we'll begin to solve these problems one by one. And this timeline and the targets will be passed on to the President, and trust me, he will be monitoring us, and he doesn't have the patience to work with lazy people. So all our jobs are at stake if we don't deliver. And indeed, we have to deliver for our people. We have to deliver for the country. I adopt all the measures mentioned by the Minister of State, but mine is to re-echo our resolve and have a promise today with all of you that within a year or so we will have remarkable change in the security architecture of this country. And I believe it's doable, I believe it's possible. And I will add that we will cooperate with all the security agencies in this country. We will soon go and start a monthly meeting with all other security agencies and their ministers to have complete cooperation among ourselves on how to solve the security challenges in this country. Like I said, it's doable. And I want to assure all that we are going to review all the reports that have been there and been lying down, so that we'll take really the best approach in solving security in this country. I want to thank you once again for this resounding reception. And I will want to tell the Permanent Secretary, we are not here so that you make life easy for us. Make it difficult for us, as long as we'll make it easy for our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May we please...
Ladies and gentlemen, today marks a significant moment in my life as I stand before you to assume the position of Nigerian Minister of State for Defense. I'm deeply honored and humbled by the trust placed in me by our esteemed President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as well as the entire nation. I am fully aware of the weight of this responsibility and the expectation that come with it. With the immense gratitude, I accept this responsibility and pledge to serve our nation with utmost dedication and commitment as the Minister of State Defense. Nigeria, as we all know, is a country blessed with abundant resources, diverse culture and a resilient population. However, it is also a nation that faces numerous challenges in maintaining peace and stability within its borders. Our geographical locations, coupled with internal and external threats, demand a robust defense strategy that can effectively protect our sovereignty and preserve our national interests. Nigerian armed forces have always played a crucial role in maintaining law and order, defending our territorial integrity and contributing regional peacekeeping efforts. The Nigerian Army, Navy, Air Force, and other security agencies have demonstrated their commitment to duty and sacrifice time, and again, their dedication in protecting our nation deserve our utmost respect and support. However, we must acknowledge that the security landscape is constantly involving new threats emerge while existing ones continue to persist. Terrorism, banditry, insurgency, cyber warfare, transnational organized crime, and communal conflicts pose significant challenge to our national security. I am fully aware that the task ahead is not an easy one, but I am confident that with the support of my colleagues, the dedication of our armed forces, and our unwavering commitment of every Nigerian citizens will overcome any challenge that comes in our way, inshallah. I and my brother, the Honorable Minister of Defense, His Excellency Muhammad Badr Abubakar, have both resolved to adopt a comprehensive and multifaceted approach to effectively tackle the prevailing security issue. Our armed forces must be modernized and strengthened through investment in advanced weaponry, intelligence gathering capabilities, surveillance system, and cyber defense infrastructure. We will work closely with international partners to acquire cutting-edge technology and expertise that will enhance our defense capability. At the same time, we recognize that military might alone cannot guarantee lasting security and stability. We must address the root cause of conflict, promote social cohesion, and foster economic development by investing in education, healthcare, job creation, and infrastructures development. We can create an environment where extremism finds no fertile ground to thrive. We will collaborate with relevant ministries and agencies to implement programs that address the social economic disparity that often fuel conflict, while the government takes the lead in addressing security challenges. We also recognize the importance of engaging with all stakeholders, including the private sector, civil society organizations, and local communities. We must foster a culture of vigilance and collective responsibility, where every Nigerian plays an active role in ensuring the safety and security of our nation. We will prioritize the welfare and training of our security personnel, ensuring they are equipped with the necessary tools and resources to carry out their duties effectively. Furthermore, we will work toward enhancing coordination and synergy among the various security agencies, fostering unity front in our efforts to combat insecurity in this country. In addition, regional cooperation is essential in combating transnational threats. Nigeria will continue to strengthen its partnership with neighboring countries and the regional organizations such as Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, and the African Union, AU, by sharing intelligence, coordinating operation, and conducting joint exercises. We can effectively counter cross-border criminal activities and terrorism and terrorist networks. In addition to external threats, we must also address internal challenges such as corruption within our defense establishment. Transparency, accountability, and good governance are fundamental principles that must upheld at all levels. We will work tirelessly to eradicate corruption from our defense procurement process and ensure that resources are allocated efficiently and effectively to this ministry, inshallah. Ladies and gentlemen, defending our nation is not tax that falls solely on the shoulders of the defense forces or the government. It is a collective responsibility that requires the active participation of every citizen. I call upon all Nigerians to remain vigilant, remain suspicious activities to the appropriate authority, and to support our armed forces in their missions to protect our beloved country. In conclusion, I want to assure you all that Ministry of Defense, under our leadership, will spare no effort in ensuring the security and well-being of every Nigerian. We leave no stone unturned in our effort to build a strong defense apparatus that can effectively counter emerging threats. Together, let us forge ahead with determination, unity, and resilience as we secure the brightened future of this country, Nigeria. Thank you, and assalamu alaikum.
To the photo stand, just.
Are you okay?
I stand.
No.
We'll tell you.